Manhattan Center, Freshman Friday. Freshman Friday, the 10th, 11th, and 12th graders, they pick on the ninth graders. That's freshmen. So me and my niggas, we walking outside for lunch. We used to go outside for lunch. So as we walking, we see snowballs going over our head. So we turn around, it's two Dominican dudes and two females. So I turn around and I tell him to watch where he throwing the snowballs. So he like, yo, y'all freshmen, right? So I'm like, yeah. What they got to do with anything? So we turn around and start walking again. We see some more snowballs going over our head. So I turn around. I tell a nigga we got to get it on. So we start throwing the hands. So it's me, John, Will, Ramel. It's a couple of us. So everybody that's coming out for lunch, they got us in a circle. So I'm talking to myself, but I'm looking past him. I'm like, yo, let's jump this nigga. So he looked behind to see who I'm looking at. When he turned his head, I pop on him. He slip on the ice and fall. So I get on top of him, I'm fixing him. The nigga grab me and bite me on my neck. So I get up, I grab the garbage can, I pick it up, but it's too heavy. So I put it down, I start fighting the nigga again. So John, Will, and Ramel, they break it up. So school safety, they come out, they grab both of us. He tell them I had brass knuckles. So they take me to the principal office and they search me. They wound up finding some weed bags in my coat. So I got locked up for that incident and I had to go to the hospital and get a technic shot because the nigga bit me and he had broke my skin and I was bleeding. So it was another day in school. I was walking in the hallway. It was the day before spring break. A dude had bumped me. He was Dominican also. So I had pushed him when he bumped me. So he like, yo, after school, we gonna get it on. So after school, we go to the schoolyard. It's me, Jesse Sapp, my son Lamar, Sean. There's a couple of us niggas that go to the school. You know when there's a fight, everybody wanna go see this fight. So there's some girls that came to the school. There was this girl named Sade. She was fucking with my son Jesse Sapp at the time. And there was a girl named Yaz that came to the school with her. So we walked to the schoolyard, me and the Dominican nigga, we started throwing the hands. So the nigga swing, he had punched me in the chest. So every time I fight, I analyze the person before they fight and I want to see how they gonna swing. So when he swung and hit me in the chest, I told him to do it again. The nigga did the same exact thing. He punched me in the chest. So when he swung, I swung at the same time and I punched him in the mouth. The nigga started stumbling. I grabbed the nigga and slammed him. So I got him on the floor. I started feeding him out. So Jesse Sapp, he wound up grabbing me. He like, Larry, let him go. You gonna kill him. The nigga face is turning red cause I'm choking him out. So Sapp had got me off the nigga. We wound up breaking it up. So it was spring break, so it wasn't no school for 2 weeks. So the day we come back to school, we coming back from lunch. I ain't see this nigga all morning. We coming back from lunch. I'm walking in the hallway. When I see the nigga, he take his book bag off. I take my book bag off. We start fighting in the school basement. So we getting it on. I wound up getting the best of him again. We on the floor, we wrestling. So one of the janitors that work in the school, he wound up breaking it up. I just went upstairs, he went wherever he went, and we wound up leaving it alone. I ain't had no issue with that nigga for the rest of the school year. It was a private school called Mount Carmel on like 120th or 121st in Pleasant. My little cousin Tavon was going there. Now the M16, it start over there. So all the kids and all the students from his school, they be on the bus first. The next stop is on 116th in Pleasant, which is my school. So when we get on the bus, all the seats is taken up in the back. So it's me and a couple niggas that I'm on the bus with, and it's a couple Dominican dudes. They get on the bus. We not with the Dominican dudes. So my cousin is sitting in one of the seats. So the Dominican dude, he in the 12th grade. He trying to press my cousin over the seat. So my cousin ain't saying nothing, but he looking at me and I'm looking at him. I'm trying to see what he gonna say or what he gonna do before I intervene. So I see he ain't saying nothing. So I holler at the Dominican dude. I tell him to leave him alone. That's my little cousin. I'm like, yo, find another seat to sit in. So he look at me. He like, yo, he with you? I'm like, yeah, that's my little cousin. he was picking on him because he had a uniform on and he was way smaller than him. But he ain't know that I was on the bus and he ain't know that was my cousin. But he wound up leaving him alone. My cousin stood in his seat until he got off the bus. One day I had stayed home from school, so I'm upstairs in the house. My grandmother rung the bell. She tell me my friends is on 8th Ave fighting some Dominican dudes. So I run to the window and I look towards 8th. I see niggas out there brawling. I run down the stairs. I run towards 8th. When I get on 8th, I see Will, Ramel, and John and a couple other niggas from my school. They getting it on with the Dominican niggas. So I just joined in. We start fixing them niggas until the cops came. The niggas wound up running down a block. The B and the C train is on 16th and 8th. So all the Dominican niggas that used to go to my school, they all used to take the bus to 16th and 8th. So we wound up crashing with them niggas on 16th and 8th because they was getting on the train. But I don't know where some of these niggas came from because a lot of them didn't go to our school. But the Dominicans, them niggas was deep around high school days. They was known as DDP. Dominicans don't play. They used to go to all the schools and they used to jump all the black niggas on a train, bus, after school, whatever they catch niggas at, they used to jump any black nigga they see. But we had got with them niggas that day on 16th and 8th. Now back in the days before they had Uber, Lyft, and all these new cab services, we used to catch cabs on a corner. You would walk to the corner or the middle of the block and flag a cab down. Back in the days, it used to be Africans. They used to be driving Lincoln town cars. These was our cabs. So after school, we used to go uptown to Washington Heights to put our bets in. Before it was DraftKings and all these other sports apps, we used to go uptown to a Dominican shop. They had a bootleg gambling spot and a salon. So when we used to come back, we used to get in a cab. I used to always want to get in the cab first so I could try to take the nigga money out the side door. They keep it on the side door in a little pouch. So as the door closing, because you know they paying attention to everybody that's getting a cab. So as he watching the people getting in the cab, I'm sliding my hand through the driver's side door and I'm taking the money out the pouch. Sometimes they used to make noise, so I gotta time it for when the last person closed the door. So on this day, I had caught this cab driver for like 4 and some change. As soon as I had gotten the cab, I had got the money. The shit was already up and open. So I just slid my hand through the door because he looking at all the people getting in the cab. So by the time the last person came in the door, he looking for the money because the shit was going so fast. So the niggas I was with, they didn't even know what happened. I put the money in my pocket and I ain't even say nothing. So we asking the nigga what's going on. He like, nah, I just had some money right here. It's gone. So he drove around the corner because he said he just dropped the last customer off over there. He get out, he looking around. He was tight because all the money gone. So he wound up taking us to Harlem. I wound up paying him because I felt bad for the nigga, but I needed that. That was my come up. So after I got out the cab, I'm like, yo, let's go to 25th. I went and bought the all black Barclays. The all black Barclays just came out. So I went and bought the black Barclays with the money. So that used to be my shit around that time. Anytime I get in a cab, I used to always want to get in first. So I used to get them for their money and I'm hopping out. I normally don't pay for no cabs. I was getting them for their money and I'm hopping out. But on that day, I just paid the nigga because he had gave us a sob story. So I wound up paying the nigga for bringing us downtown, even though it was his money already. So I was always flying high school. I had all the sweatsuits, academic, Rockaware, state property. Any sweatsuit that came out, I had Azure. So it was a janitor that worked in our school. He told us he worked for Rockaware. So he used to have mad Rockaware sweatsuits. So L and Sean, they used to always buy these Rockaware sweatsuits from the nigga. They used to come in a plastic. So I used to go downtown to 2A Broadway to get my tank tops. They had Boca tank tops. You used to get down there for a discount. Instead of going to the Africans uptown and paying $3 for one, you could go down there and get a boat and pay less. So when I used to go down there, I used to see these same sweatsuits in the stores. So L and Sean is buying these sweatsuits off the janitor. So I tell L I could get him the same sweatsuits for cheap. So I take him downtown to 2A from Broadway, and we wound up buying some naughty sweatsuits. I wound up buying some too, and L bought some. So L wound up wearing a sweatsuit the next day to school. So his shit was a little fitted. Mind you, we wasn't wearing tight clothes at this time, so he had bought some tight naughty sweats. So we in school, and we wound up snapping. So I'm like, nigga, fuck out here with your tight ass sweats. The nigga like, nigga, how you gonna get on my sweats? And you the one that told me to buy them, and you told me they look alright. I start cutting his ass. But I took L downtown to get the fake sweatsuit. So he like, yo, my nigga, you a fly nigga. Niggas know you get fly, and you been getting fly your whole life. Niggas wouldn't expect you to have a fake sweatsuit on. But man, I was going to paying $200 for these sweatsuits. I'm like, I could get these shits downtown for $90 or $100. But Sean and Lamar, they used to always get into issues with niggas from the west side. They used to always get jumped when they used to go to the parties. Sean and Lamar used to fuck with mad niggas' girls on the west side. So every time we used to go out, niggas from the west side used to be jumping them. So mind you, the niggas from the west side is niggas I grew up with. But Sean and Lamar is my niggas in school. So on this day, Norman Thomas is playing Manhattan Center. Day Day and Ahmed go to Norman Thomas. So we know Day Day and Ahmed might come to the school because they school was playing our school. So me, Sean, and Lamar, we going to Popeyes after school, and I'm gassing Sean. I'm like, yo, if Day Day come here, you ain't going to do nothing. Nigga, you scared of Day Day. I'm putting the battery in Sean back. So Sean like, nigga, fuck out of here. If he come here, nigga, I'm going to show you. So we go to Popeyes. We get back on the bus. We go to Manhattan Center. So Norman Thomas, they show up. So Day Day and Ahmed, they wound up showing up to the game too. So as we in the gym, I see them come in the gym. I'm like, look, Sean, Day Day right there, nigga. The nigga came to your school. You ain't gonna do nothing, nigga. That nigga ain't got no respect for you. So I'm getting Sean tight. So it's like third quarter. The game is almost over. Day Day and Ahmed, they wound up leaving before the game ended. So Sean like, nigga, fuck out of here, nigga. I told you, that nigga ain't want no problems. Them niggas left before the game was over. So we wound up getting on the bus, and we going towards the west side. When we get to 16th and 3rd, we see Dada and Ahmed, they walking towards the McDonald's. So I'm like, yo, they right there. So me, Sean, Lamar, Joe Fish, Will, we all get off the bus. It was mad niggas from Brooklyn too that went to Manhattan Center. So we follow Dada and them to McDonald's. So when we get there, Sean tell Dada to come out of McDonald's. So now Dada's sister Octavia, she must have been in there. So it's Dada, Octavia, and Ahmed. So Dada come out of the McDonald's. Him and Sean start throwing their hands. Sean getting the best of him. They wound up getting tangled up. Sean picked Dada up and slam him on his neck. Nigga, Dada literally fell on his neck. So he get up and he dizzy. The nigga do a 360. He got his hand still up. And he like, yo, where he at? Where he at? So he turned around. He spent right past Sean. So Octavia seen that Dada was woozy. She pop on Sean. Sean swing back on her. So we broke it up because that was L Joint at the time and that was a female. So we break it up. So he wound up calling niggas from the projects. So by the time we walked to 16th and Lex, Face, Tuggy, Ahmed, Tyrone, everybody came running from Foster Projects. And I don't know how these niggas got there so fast. So Gunshots and Sean, they start throwing their hands. But Sean is tired and you can see Sean don't really want to fight. So they throwing their hands. Sean like, fuck that. Jump this nigga. So everybody looked around. Yo, the Foster niggas went crazy. They start swinging on everybody. So mind you, these my niggas. I grew up with these niggas. And the niggas that we with, they all from Brooklyn. And some of them from the east side. But some of the Foster niggas know them. But they just start swinging on everybody that they didn't know. So niggas is running. So mind you, it was twin day in school. So Sean and Lamar is dressed just alike. They got on some all black 12s with a little bit of blue in it. And they got on an all black jersey. So these niggas start running. They running across 16th and Lex. These niggas almost got hit by a Mack truck. These niggas look like Siamese twins attached to each other at the hip the way they was running. So they wound up coming back and getting it on. So they wound up getting locked up. Lamar moms had to come get him and Sean out the precinct, and Joe Fish moms had to come get him. So when I first got to Manhattan Center, I used to play ball for the team. So it was a nigga there named Jesse Sapp. He's from the east side of Harlem. This nigga was one of the nicest nigga in school, but he wasn't eligible at the time, and he used to always be running the hallways. So me and Jesse Sapp wound up being mad cool. The nigga started come get me out of class to run around in the hallway. So now I'm running around the hallway with Jesse Sapp, and I'm cutting class. So I didn't know if you was failing for this year, you couldn't play basketball the next year. So when the next year started, I wasn't eligible to play. So I said, fuck class. Now I'm cutting even more. So I told you I got locked up in high school. So now I'm in Green Correctional Facility. Years later, I see this nigga Jesse Sapp on TV. He playing basketball for Georgetown. So I'm like, how the fuck this nigga get to Georgetown? And this nigga used to be running the hallways all day. He fucked my career up because I was going to class and he used to always come get me to cut. But Jesse, you my nigga. I just wanted to put that story out there because I seen my nigga when I was locked up and we used to always be running the halls together. We had a female basketball team too. We had a girl named Nakia, Dankery, Vicky, and Jessica. They was a couple of the nice girls in the school. But every time they used to play Mary Bertram, they had a girl named Epiphany. She was nice. She had scored 100 points one time versus Brandeis. But every time Manhattan Center was about to play Miriam Bertram, the Manhattan Center girls, they used to be sick because nobody wanted to guard Epiphany and they know she was going to kill them. So Lamar and B Mac, they was messing with the same girl. So we all in PAL, me and all my niggas from the west side and the niggas I grew up with. So I'm snapping on B Mac. I'm telling him my man is fucking his bitch. So he like, yo, fuck out of here. I'll fuck that nigga up. So I'm like, nigga, you can't beat Lamar. So he like, go get that nigga. I'll fuck him up. So we in PAL on Manhattan Ave. So everybody in the gym, we walk to Lamar crib. We walk from Manhattan Ave to 15th and Madison to Taft Projects. So as we walking, every block, people is adding on. So when we get to Taft, I go upstairs to Lamar crib. I'm like, yo, L, come downstairs. Somebody want to fight you. So when I tell him that, he had the puppy face, like, why a nigga want to fight me? But I'm like, yo, it's B Mac. So when I say it's B Mac, he get hype. He like, oh, Brian? He get dressed. He come downstairs. So by the time we get downstairs, all the Taft niggas is there. All the Forster niggas is there. It's mad people there that was joining on as we was walking to the east side. So when we get downstairs, B Mac and L, they start throwing their hands. They in a circle. Now the Forster niggas is mostly in the front. The Taft niggas is on the outside of the circle, and some of them is in the building looking at the fight. So L is getting the best of B Mac as they throwing their hands. So Face tried to jump in. So I jump in. So me and Face, we about to get it on. So he like, yo, how you letting him get the best of B Mac? But I'm like, yo, ain't nobody jumping in. Because if B Mac was winning, nobody wouldn't have jumped in. So we break it up. L and B Mac start throwing their hands again. So the fight is going across the street because they fighting. Niggas is backing up. The shit going across the street. So we on the other side of Madison. L is getting the best of B Mac again. So I break it up. I'm like, yo, that's enough. So I break it up. L go in the building. I go across the street. I start working with the west side niggas. So we going back towards the west side. So me and B Mac, we start going back and forth. He like, yo, fuck out of here. How you taking up for that nigga? We family. So I'm telling him I wasn't letting nobody jump in. Because if he was winning, none of the east side niggas would have jumped in. L was getting the best of him, so I'm not going to let the west side niggas jump him. I'm with this nigga every day in school. I can't let niggas jump him, and I chill with him in school every day. And him and B Mac, them niggas knew each other before me. Them niggas went to St. Charles. Them niggas went to elementary school together. So they already had a relationship, but them niggas was messing with the same girl around the same time. So they had to get something off their chest. So I like to see one-on-ones. I ain't want none of my niggas to jump in because I fuck with both of them and them niggas had a relationship. But it was a good fight, man.